Tato Potatoson left our clan many seasons ago. The clan considered him a fool, sailing off on a shoddy raft he lashed together with hair from a troll's. Anyhow, most were convinced he never made it past the dreaded sea serpent that lurked in the deep, stormy waters. It shocked everyone when a raven dropped off a crudely drawn map detailing an island closer than we ever thought. Two of us set off in Potato's wake, searching for where he had gone. After a 2-day sail, we finally found signs of life offshore. There was a raft, a shack, and yes, there was signs of Tato Potatoson. It looked like he had come across some hard times and lost many of his tools and supplies. We investigated and found gray dwarves lurking outside his home. Unfortunately, it appeared that gray dwarves had infested his landing site and probably scared Potato off. We cleared the area and went to see if he was still at home. He had made himself a nice little shack, to be honest. He had a bed, a workbench, supplies, and a fire all ready to go, but there was no recent signs of life. We assumed the Grey Dwarves must have ran him off and went off to investigate the island. The island itself seemed peaceful, almost idyllic, so it was confusing when we kept coming across signs of Potato's battles. He took many deaths here in the woods. It wasn't until I had been playing in the water, looking for fish and rocks, when I discovered one reason why the area was super dangerous. I was convinced this would be a lovely place to make a home, but I was very wrong. What at first seemed like a very safe forest actually turned out to be a land much closer to the deadly mountains than we ever would have imagined. Grey dwarves, trolls, and other things lurking in the middle of the dark forest are no problem for us. However, unexpected creatures from the mountains coming in to murder us unexpectedly are another story. See the ship? Whoa, what the fucky fuck? A drake is attacking me. Oh, what? A drake! While I waited for my friend to retrieve my gear and warm weather materials so I wouldn't freeze to death in the frigid mountains, I had plenty of time to reflect. Had Tato Potatoson also seen these same struggles? Where had he gone? He still hadn't returned to us, so we knew he was still somewhere on the island. Alive or dead, we didn't really know. At this point, we were just focused on staying alive ourselves. The dangers of the mountain seeped into the dark forest, and it was no longer the safe place that we had known. Now we had to be on the lookout for drakes and wolves, werewolves at night even, stone golems too, all going into the dark forest at night, waiting to murder us. I stayed by the fire, patiently waiting for my gear. Potato must be alive, I thought. He wouldn't give up. He must have gone further along the shore. And our next mission was to explore the rest of the island to see if there were any other signs of Potato's wake. Once my gear was returned, thank you, friend, I set off, not knowing what other dangers would be lurking in my quest to find Tato Potatoson. Oh shit, that's a lot of fuckery. No, 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 no. I don't want any of... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting off the egg. I didn't steal it. Oh, yep, but I'm running. This is bad. Oh no, oh no. Oh, why? Why? I hate this. Oh no, oh gosh. Ooh, raspberries. Oh no. Oh, pigs! I'm being attacked by pigs! Why? I understand, Potato. I understand him. After being chased off the mountain, through the meadow and into the forest by many monsters, I finally found signs of a building, and I thought for sure that this time I had discovered where Tato had landed. And indeed, I did find a bed, but again, it was abandoned. There were no signs of life. We went back to the original shack that we found signs of Tato at, and collected our boat to sail further up the coast. He must have gone that way. I still believed that Potato was alive somewhere on this island. How else would the map have gotten to our clan? We traveled for days through blizzards and rain, through beautiful days. And to be honest, most of them were beautiful. This island, apart from the extreme dangers, was devastatingly beautiful. Scattered throughout the island, I found many shacks and temporary shelters that had been erected, but all of them had been abandoned for a long time. No fires were lit. The walls were degrading. The gray dwarves were everywhere. This couldn't be where Potato lived. I killed many gray dwarves, trying to clear the area. They do not stop chasing you. Everywhere. Stupid greylings. After many days of exploring abandoned buildings and killing grey dwarves as I went, I finally stumbled across what looked to be a proper settlement, safe from the forest and the mountains, in a beautiful meadow. Had I finally found it? Was this where Tato Potatoson had made his home after all of these years away? Someone had built a dock and left a boat here. Everything was well cared for and seemed to be recent, so I had high hopes that this is where Potato had ended up. Had taken the time to protect the great oak tree on a hill, walled off the area from the dark forest, and even set up a stone, sending a prayer to the gods to the sky. I found a building along the mountainside, carved into the stone itself, and then pile upon pile of stones. And a sign, "Don't touch my rocks." Don't touch my rocks? Why? What? There's so many rocks. What were they doing here? Why had someone stacked them all so neatly outside a house? I hollered for someone to come out, but no one seemed home. I went inside to investigate because why not? The door was open. And look, done it! Potato and Spud's cabin in the mountains. I found Potato's home. He had not perished when he crossed the sea. He had built himself a thriving life on this dangerous island far away from the clan. And for some reason, now he was mining an entire mountain for stone and stacking the stones outside his house. I'm not certain, but I think that all this time spent alone had made Tato Potatoson go mad.